Welcome to day 7. I feel great. I woke up in a great mood, and Johanna and I have officially switched places again, and it's been great. I mean, she hit day 7 lethargic the way I was feeling yesterday, and I feel great, and so we just like all of the things that she was doing to me, I was doing back to her, and it was awesome. Except when I do it, I'm kind of a jerk. So there's that. But yeah, it's weird because it's day 7, which means that we've been doing this for a week now, and yeah, it's got me thinking a lot about things like, uh, okay, so like there's generally, and I've been thinking along these terms a long way, but this is really bringing it to light. Like, there's generally two ways people think about themselves and about other people. Um, there's you either think of life and you as who you are and your personality and your uh, weird quirks and everything about you as static, meaning like how you are is just how you are and you're always going to be that way. And if you improve at something, you're improving at something that you kind of already have inside you, um, but you kind of are stuck in this like, here's the path you're going to go on. Don't try and deviate because life is static and your personality is static, it's unchanging. Or people think life is dynamic, meaning you can do anything you want, you can be who you want to be, you can change. Um, and I have always thought of myself as a dynamic person. Like uh, my background, like I went to Bible college, and then I was in ministry, and then after that I worked in IT, and then now I'm doing voiceover. Like there's not like a strand that connects all those dots, um, because I'm not a static person. And so if you put me in like a ministry box, a Bible college box, I don't fit there anymore. Or if you put me in an IT box, I definitely don't fit there. And if you put me in a voiceover box, I fit pretty well right now, uh, but I'm more than that. And so I think of myself as dynamic, and I think of people as dynamic. So it irritates me when people like say, "Oh, you're the this guy," and they kind of put me in a box because that aspect may be true, but it's not all of me. Um, but when it comes to dieting and life, to non-personality traits, I didn't really realize it until this week, but I really think of my life as pretty static. Like I'm working on this voiceover career, and there's just a part of me in the back of my head that I have to constantly push down that says, this will never work. You're stuck where you're at forever. And I gotta learn how to get past that. And then part of it is that static thinking that just says, here's your lane, you're in your lane, stay in your lane. And that's a lie. And along the same lines, I just think you're unhealthy, you got a big gut, you like pizza too much, that's just you like sugar too much. That's just how it is. That's how you're always going to be. And this week has proven that that's not true. Like it's challenged that belief, and it's like, oh, okay, so if that's not true, what else isn't true? You know what I mean? Like if I can change this, what else can I change? And it gives me hope because it means that that feeling of failure, of being a failure, of failing, I like my left brain knows it's a lie, but my right brain still sort of believes it. And so when something like this happens, it helps me to break that and to think, yeah, I can do this. We got this. And so this is day 7. Don't hold me to this next week. By tomorrow, I may feel horrible and awful again, but just remind me that I don't believe that life is static because it's not. And it's not for me, and it's not for you, and it's not for anyone. And boxes are helpful to an extent, but you can't close the box because we're more than boxes. And yeah, that's sort of been my thinking this week. Um, oh, and I'd be remiss if I didn't mention too, going completely off top or on topic, but in a different strand. I've been teasing curry that I was going to make, so I made the curry, and it turned out awesome, and I'm really excited that it turned out awesome. However, we also used cauliflower rice as the rice base, which is allowed in Whole30, and is a guilt-free option. Um, and I'm pretty sure that the makers of cauliflower rice were good at cauliflower. And someone was like, "Hey, can you make rice out of this?" And they like remembered being in the store and like seeing rice, and so they like understand the concept of rice, but they've never actually made it before and had it, and they don't know what it tastes like or feels like because it was good and it helped add a little oomph to the curry, but it was not rice. It didn't taste anything like rice. It was it tasted like cauliflower, which is good because at least that part's honest in the name. But yeah, I'm not convinced they've ever actually had rice. So that was curry today, and it was delicious. We'll see how I do. Tomorrow's Monday, which means back to work, which is when the challenge happens. So, uh, yeah, we'll see how next week goes. We'll see how I'm feeling, and tell me about what part of your life you feel like is static, and maybe what you're questioning is maybe it's not. Maybe I'm different. Maybe I'm more than that. Because you are. Um, Yeah, day 7 in the books. Feeling good. Johanna's not. That's not funny. I don't know why I'm laughing. I'm a horrible husband. The end.